The Galactic Combat Assessment Center had evaluated warrior species from 47 different star systems, ranking them based on physical prowess, technological advancement, and battlefield effectiveness. The Korthak held the top position with their natural armor and berserker rage. The Valkyrie ranked second for their precision and tactical coordination. The crystalline Zilthani claimed third place through their ability to interface directly with weapons systems. Humans hadn't even made the list. That was before the incident at the Tau Ceti research station changed everything. Supreme Commander Yexthal of the Hegemony War Council had observed the distress call with professional interest. Pirates had seized the research facility, taken hostages, and were demanding ransom from the Galactic Science Consortium. Standard military protocol called for a siege operation, surround the facility, cut off supplies, and wait for the criminals to surrender. The human response had been different. "This is Captain Sarah Chin of the Earth vessel Defiance," the transmission began. "We're responding to the distress call from Tau Ceti Station." Yexthal's tactical display showed the human ship, a modest corvette with minimal armament, and a crew of just 12. The pirates had 27 armed combatants and controlled a heavily fortified research station. "Captain Chin," Yexthal transmitted, "stand down and await the arrival of proper military forces. This situation requires careful handling." "Negative, Commander. We have this." Before Yexthal could respond, the human ship had docked with the station. What followed would be analyzed by military strategists for decades as the most terrifying display of combat effectiveness in recorded galactic history. "Pirates of Tau Ceti Station," Captain Chen's voice broadcast on all frequencies. "You have 30 seconds to release the hostages and surrender. This is your only warning." The pirate leader's response was predictably crude and dismissive. 27 armed criminals against 12 humans should have been a massacre. It was. The assault began exactly 30 seconds later, and it was over in 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Yexthal watched through the station's security feeds as the humans moved through the facility like a force of nature. They didn't just fight, they hunted. Each movement was precise, coordinated, and absolutely ruthless. The pirates, who had terrorized shipping lanes for years, were systematically eliminated with an efficiency that defied comprehension. "How?" Yexthal whispered, watching Captain Chen emerge from the command center carrying a rescued hostage while her team secured the facility. "How did 12 beings defeat 27 armed combatants in 4 minutes? Dr. Clixwell, the Hegemony's chief xenobiologist, pulled up his analysis of human physiology. "Commander, I believe we've misunderstood what makes humans dangerous. We focused on their individual capabilities, strength, speed, reflexes. We ignored their pack hunting behavior." The tactical replay showed the truth. The humans hadn't fought as individuals. They had functioned as a single, coordinated organism. Each member anticipated the other's movements, covered blind spots, and adapted their tactics in real time without apparent communication. "Pack hunters," Yexthal realized. "They evolved as persistent predators on a deaf world." "Worse than that," Dr. Clixwell continued, his voice carrying notes of existential dread. "They're apex persistence predators with tool-use capabilities and social coordination that exceeds our most advanced military units." Captain Chen's final transmission drove the point home. "Tau Ceti Station is secure. All hostages safe, all pirates neutralized. Casualties 0. Duration 4 minutes, 17 seconds. Any questions?" The silence that followed was broken only by the sound of several species breathing apparatus operating in shock mode. "Commander Yexthal," Dr. Clixwell said slowly, "I need to update our threat assessment protocols." "How so?" "Humans aren't just another warrior species. They're what happens when evolution takes persistence hunting, pack coordination, and tool use, then amplifies all three traits in a single species. They don't just defeat enemies, they make defeating enemies look effortless. Yexthal stared at the tactical display showing 12 humans, who had just redefined military effectiveness. Update the combat assessment rankings immediately. What position should I assign to humanity? Yexthal watched the human ship undock from the station, its crew having treated a complex hostage rescue like a routine training exercise. Create a new category, he ordered, above the current rankings. Label it Species Too Dangerous to Classify with Conventional Metrics. And the other warrior species? Reclassify them as adequately dangerous under normal circumstances, Yexthal replied. Because apparently, what we thought was apex predator behavior was just the galactic average. The Combat Assessment Center's updated rankings would list humanity in a category by themselves, with a note that would become standard in all military databases. Recommend immediate diplomatic solution to any conflict involving human forces. Direct confrontation inadvisable under any circumstances. The galaxy's warrior species quietly began updating their own protocols, replacing rules of engagement with rules of avoidance.